There's someone from your past, or perhaps even someone connected to a family member, who has reemerged, not in a way that brings closure or healing, but in a way that stirs up chaos behind the scenes. You might have thought that chapter of your life was long since closed, filed away in the back of your mind like an old story that no longer held meaning. But this person, they never closed the book, not by a long shot. You moved on, or so you believed. You grew. You healed. You tried to become someone better than you were back then. But now, without warning, you're being pulled back into the shadows of a past you didn't ask to revisit. Behind your back, this individual has been speaking, whispering, telling stories, spreading rumors that carry the weight of betrayal. These aren't just minor misunderstandings or idle gossip. No, what they're saying is far more insidious, and it's traveling fast, quietly, but powerfully, like wildfire through dry grass. The most disturbing part is, you don't even know the half of it. It's as though there's an entire conversation about you happening in rooms you're never invited into. A narrative is being written, a version of your story told by someone who has no interest in truth or fairness, only control. And everyone seems to be in on it, but you. You've probably noticed it. The tension in the air. The odd glances. The uncomfortable silence when you walk into a room. It feels like the energy around you has shifted, like the air itself has thickened. People are acting differently, colder, more distant. Maybe they're avoiding eye contact, or maybe they're just not speaking with the same warmth they once did. Something is off, and your soul can feel it even before your mind catches up. This isn't coincidence. This is calculated. This person is deliberately trying to isolate you, to create confusion, to chip away at your peace without ever confronting you directly. They're doing it in whispers and behind closed doors. And what's most chilling is that they're not doing it alone. They're bringing others into it, family members, mutual acquaintances, even people you've never had conflict with. They're gathering sympathizers, feeding them distorted versions of the truth. In this twisted retelling of events, you are the selfish one. You are the manipulator, the villain in the story. And they're just trying to warn others. They're portraying you as someone cold, calculating, only ever looking out for yourself. Someone who leaves destruction in their wake, hurting people and walking away without a second thought. They're saying you break relationships, not build them. That you drain people rather than uplift them. And they're doing this all while wearing the mask of concern, acting as if their betrayal is some noble warning to the world. It's a masterclass in manipulation. And the worst part? Some people are starting to believe it. You're not imagining it. The shift in how people treat you. The hesitation in their voices. The wary eyes. It's because the seed has been planted. And while you've been living your life, unaware, that seed has been watered by lies and resentment. Now it's growing, casting a shadow over your name. But here's what you need to understand. This attack is not just personal, it's spiritual. You are in a season of elevation, of becoming. You've been walking in your purpose, growing closer to who you were truly meant to be. And that kind of light? It disturbs people who are still lost in their own darkness. Your peace threatens their chaos. Your healing reminds them of the wounds they refuse to confront. Your progress is a mirror that reflects their stagnation. So, instead of doing the inner work, they've chosen to make you the enemy. It's easier for them to try and dim your light than to face why it bothers them in the first place. This is spiritual warfare disguised as drama. And the enemy loves to use familiar faces. The people you once trusted. The ones you never expected to turn on you. Why? Because betrayal from a stranger doesn't hurt the same way. It's the ones closest to you, the ones who knew your heart, that can do the most damage when they choose to twist the truth. But don't let this break you. Don't fall into the trap of retaliation or desperation. That's exactly what they want. They want you off balance, angry, reactive, because then they can point and say, "See, that's who they really are." Instead, remain rooted in who you know you are. Your truth is not up for debate. It is not defined by those who refuse to see your heart. You don't need to chase lies to clear your name. Time has a way of exposing deception. And the same people who believe the lies will one day see the truth, whether you say a word or not. Let your peace be your protest. Let your growth be your answer. What's happening around you is a distraction meant to derail your divine path. But you are not here by accident. Your purpose is too great to be undone by whispers. Your light is too powerful to be extinguished by rumors. Yes, it hurts. It's okay to admit that. Being misunderstood is painful. Being betrayed is devastating. But don't let that pain turn you bitter. Let it refine you, not define you. And remember, not every battle needs your sword. Some battles are won by standing firm in your peace, in your dignity, in your silence. Because your energy is precious, and not everyone deserves a response. This is not the end of your story. This is just another chapter, a test of your strength, your character, and your faith. Keep going. Keep shining. Keep building. And let the truth do what it always does in time. Rise. It's hard to miss when things start to shift like that, when the energy around you begins to change, and not in a good way. It's not just a feeling. It's a force, almost like a silent storm brewing just beneath the surface. You begin to notice small things, whispers in corners, strange glances, conversations that end when you walk into the room. And then it becomes undeniable. Someone is going all out to tarnish your name. They're not holding back. In fact, it feels like they've made it their mission to make sure that every room you walk into is already poisoned with doubt. They've taken their pain and projected it outward, turning friends into skeptics, creating cracks in foundations that once felt solid. People who used to believe in you are now unsure, hesitant, even distant. You haven't changed, but their perception of you has, because someone is carefully rewriting your story in shadows. It's not loud. It's subtle, methodical. And that's what makes it so powerful. This isn't a simple case of gossip. It's a quiet campaign. They're sharing twisted tales with anyone who'll listen, planting seeds of suspicion, making sure that as many people as possible begin to see you in a darker light. And as much as you want to ignore it, you can feel its effect. You feel the shift in people's energy around you, their tone, their hesitation. It hurts, doesn't it? But the real question is, why? Why would someone go to such lengths? Why would someone who once might have cared for you now seem so intent on your downfall? The answer is deeper than simple revenge. It's more complicated than just being upset. This person feels deeply wronged by you, at least in their mind. And they've been carrying that resentment like a heavy stone in their heart for a long time. It could have started as a small offense, a misunderstanding, or maybe a painful ending to something they weren't ready to let go of. Over time, instead of letting it go or trying to find peace, they allowed that pain to take root. It festered. And now, every time they see you thrive, every time they see you smile, laugh, succeed, it reminds them of their own pain. Your joy becomes a mirror that reflects everything they feel they've lost. Your progress feels like a personal insult to them, even though you've done nothing wrong. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe it's heartbreak. Maybe it's a mixture of both. They haven't healed. And instead of doing the work to fix what's broken within themselves, they've chosen to lash out, to try to break you instead. Because in their mind, if they can shatter your peace, if they can drag you down, then maybe, just maybe, they'll find relief. Maybe they'll finally feel like the score is settled. But you and I both know that's not how healing works. Hurting someone else doesn't erase your own wounds. It doesn't bring peace. It just spreads more pain. What they're doing, this smear campaign, this energy of sabotage, it's not power. It's weakness disguised as strength. It's a desperate cry for validation masked as confidence. And while they might win a few battles along the way, they will lose the war within themselves. Because bitterness, no matter how well disguised, always turns inward. So what do? How do you navigate this? First, you stay rooted in your truth. You don't allow their lies to define you. You don't shrink in shame. You stand tall in the knowledge that you are not who they say you are. Your actions, your character, your spirit, those are your defense. And while people may be swayed for a time, the truth always has a way of coming to light. Keep walking your path. Keep showing up as your authentic self. Don't stoop to their level. Let your integrity speak for itself. The universe sees everything, even what's done in silence, even what's whispered in the dark. And here's the good news. Despite all of this, your future, especially financially, is incredibly promising. The tides are turning in your favor. You may not see the full picture just yet, but the energy around your work, your purpose, and your financial life is aligning. There's growth on the horizon, real stability forming beneath your feet. And it's not just about money. It's about stepping into a new season of empowerment. If you stay focused, stay committed to your goals, you'll start to see results. Solutions to old financial problems will begin to reveal themselves. Paths that once seemed blocked will open again. This is your time to rebuild, to rise, not just from what's been done to you, but into what you're meant to become. And don't be surprised if travel plays a key role in this next chapter. Whether it's a business trip, a spiritual retreat, or just a change of scenery, new locations may bring fresh opportunities. New connections, new inspirations, and even new income streams are likely to emerge from these experiences. But as things begin to pick up, remember, balance is key. It's wonderful to be independent, but don't hesitate to lean on those who genuinely care. The right advice, even a single conversation, can change the course of everything. The people who love you, the ones who've stood by you even through the lies, are your anchors. Cherish them. Also, don't forget your spiritual foundation. Take time to visit places of worship or engage in practices that help you feel connected. Prayer, meditation, reflection, these are not luxuries right now. They are necessities. They will ground you, nourish you, and help you stay centered as the noise around you continues. Socially, keep your eyes open. Events, gatherings, even casual meetups may present unexpected blessings. Someone you meet could hold a key to your next big step forward, whether it's personal growth, financial collaboration, or emotional support. Above all, keep your heart open but guarded. You're in a phase where clarity matters more than ever. Don't let bitterness take root in you in response to what others have done. Let them carry their weight. You don't have to carry it for them. Your financial future is bright. Your spiritual journey is deepening. And your soul is rising above the drama meant to break you. This is your time. Keep going.